love this thing that showed up on the internet, that, it feels like today's day and age, someone's ruining your day all the time, right? Whether it's someone shared some social media news, or whether it's a friend or a spouse, or it's like you just wake up and you're just waiting for someone to ruin your day. And I like this saying, you know what? Change the thing. Instead of letting someone ruin your day, why don't you ruin your own day, right? Ruin it yourself. So as an organization, leader, person, individual, CEO, or head of HR, I'm gonna give you 3 ways to make sure you can ruin your own day, right? So coming back to David Rose's org design, doomed to fail if it was successful before, apply industrial age principles. If you wanna make sure something goes wrong, and oftentimes these are hidden principles because something done 100 years is so culturally ingrained. Compliance training. Let's make sure we have some rules, right? So some system rules people can follow. What is everyone else doing? If you catch yourself doing these things, know that these automatic hidden agendas, 100 years baked in is what's showing up. You're focusing on enforcing command and control. The term that we heard a lot was the term empowerment. A lot of people are like, we have empowerment programs. You know what empowerment sounds like right now in most companies? It's like a parent having a teenager and saying, you know what, I want to practice empowerment. I trust you. And they're like, this is great. But you know what? You know why you're going to flip-flop between trusting them to no, I don't trust you at all. You're waiting for them to mess up. Yeah. Someone said empowerment is having the autonomy to make the right decisions for yourself without getting trained. Having trained culturally for 100 years to be a contributor and to actually be saved and be told what to do, you're not going to have the skills for empowerment. So these are pointless programs that fail fast because you're giving empowerment when you have to train empowerment. If you act like the org design isn't going to change, if you act, and I mean, how many people have an org chart that looks like on the left? We all do. But if you don't start to experiment somewhere in an org chart that looks on the right, you're gonna find that you're gonna be behind. And don't be shocked when suddenly failure shows up from nowhere. At this last one, most companies we see are looking for innovation. Lever number 1 is tech, right? How are we gonna be innovative? We're gonna invest in AI. We're gonna invest in tech, right? We're gonna buy this machine. Number 2 is just spending money. Right? So if it isn't investing in tech, it's capital, versus realize tech is now number 2. Capital is number 3. So if you are not investing in lever number 1 for success, which is small elite teams being skilled to make the right decisions, recognize that you're going into a fight in a more competitive environment, choosing not to use lever 1. So if you want to make sure you ruin your day, ruin your organization, follow these 1, 2, and 3s, and you'll be quite successful in ruining your own day or your organization.